you guys, welcome to my pick a card reading. Today's reading is about what makes you guys attractive. Choose any pile or piles that you guys resonate with, and I'll see you guys at your pile. Hello, pile 1, welcome to your reading. What I decided to do is for the first set of cards, it's basically you guys reading what makes you guys attractive, what makes you guys special and amazing to the people around you. And your first set of cards is basically your overall energy. What overall makes you guys special and unique is your second half of your reading. So to start off, we're going to start with the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so give me 1 second, you guys, to get a feel for the cards. So what makes you guys so attractive is that you guys are very strong-minded. You're very strong-willed about the things that you guys want to achieve, and you're very persistent in what you want. I feel that for you guys, you have this ability to focus on the things that you want and continuously work and strive for it, and that's what makes you guys so attractive, because people gravitate towards someone who wants something, someone who always wants to strive for something, wants to strive for better, always want to improve themselves and make themselves I would say make themselves a version of themselves that is very goal oriented and very focused and driven towards the things that they want. And that's what makes you guys so attractive, is the fact that not only do you guys work hard for what you want, but you know what you want off the bat. And it's like once you find the thing that you do want, or the things that you want to accomplish in this lifetime, you guys continuously strive for it until you have it. Let's see. And with the Queen of Pentacles, I'm getting that there's this confidence about you that people find so attractive. It's like that, again, that I know what I want, and I'm going to do anything and everything that I can in order to achieve the things that I want, because you guys are so focused and nothing can deter you from the things that you want. It's like once you have your mind set on it, nothing can stop you guys from achieving it. And that's what makes you guys that magnetic as well, because people feel very drawn to people who constantly want to achieve things. And I feel that people are also drawn to the fact that you guys are also focused. It's like this tunnel vision. You guys can't see anything else but your goals and what you're striving towards, and people find that very attractive. Let's see. And also I feel like people I think they have this idea of you having a lot of money or you succeeding a lot in life. And also I feel people are attracted to the idea of being attracted to you because they feel that you have the potential to be a millionaire, or you have the potential to be very successful in whatever you do. And it's like people are drawn to that idea of being attracted to someone who continuously strives and continuously works hard for the things that they want. And for the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, going off of that energy, I feel that you guys are also very giving, very much a person, again with the Ace of Wands, it's like once you have that direction about where you want to go, you strive for it. It's like this renewed energy, this feeling of you guys not giving up and continuously moving forward. And with the idea of helping people, I feel like this is also like a humanitarian work, or just in general volunteering, helping people. Because with the Five of Pentacles, I feel like you guys do not mind helping people along the way. You're not materialistic in the sense that you are not willing to give the things that you guys have. Like, you guys are very giving in that sense, and that's what also makes you guys very attractive, is that you have the ability to give and not continuously hold on to things if you feel someone is in need of them. You guys do not pour from an empty cup, but at the same time, if you have enough of what you need, you guys are also willing to give it to other people. And people find that very much, like, a person who is caring and giving and kind and compassionate and is willing to help people, even in that energy of being successful. I feel like a lot of people, in a way, have a way of separating themselves from people when they find different levels of success, and I feel like that's not you guys. And you have this ability to show that you can be successful and still give and still care, excuse me, about the people around you. And that's what makes you guys very much magnetic to people, and people are very drawn to the idea of that dichotomy, if that makes sense. It's like you guys have this duality about you, that you're not just one type of person. Like, people really have to get to know you in order to really understand you and really get to see the you that I don't think you guys show everyone, because you're so focused on yourself and you're so focused about the things that you want, that you guys are very secretive about who you are, and you only allow yourselves to be seen by certain people or close friends and family. And with that, with the Ace of Wands, again, like I said earlier, like, you guys have that direction. You're always having that energy of moving towards something that you guys want. There's never this stagnant energy of, oh, I'm gonna do this later, or, you know, maybe I should wait a few years. Like, you guys are not in that energy. It's like, once you have an idea about something, you move towards it. And it's like, it's nothing stopping you from moving towards the things that you want, because you guys are so focused on it. And you guys are dead set on having it, to where no one can deter you from what you want. No one can convince you that the things that you want are meaningless or shouldn't mean much to you. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people around you, or a lot of people in your life, that have a lot of opinions on how you live your life. I feel like you guys live a very different lifestyle from the people around you, and that, in a way, I wouldn't say upset, but it disturbs people. I feel, the way you choose to live your life. And it's like, you guys do not care at all. It's like, as long as I get to do what I want to do, I don't care what anyone around me has to say about how I choose to live my life. And that's what also people find attractive, your ability not to care about what others think of you. Because it's like, no matter what, I want to be successful. I'm going to be successful. And the more I strive towards that success, the more I attract. I feel like you guys are also into the law of attraction as well, because you just have that, again, I just wanted to say, that magnetism about you that people are drawn to. And it provides opportunities for you guys as well, because you're very unique and very gifted in a way that you guys use your law of attraction, because you're just such a unique individual that people are just wanting to know more about you. And again, I'm getting the High Priestess energy, this inner knowing, this knowledge of just being very wise and just very much a person that's worldly. Like, you guys may travel a lot, or you're just very much a person who likes to know more about other cultures and try different foods from other cultures and learn different languages. Like, you guys are just always wanting to learn more, and the more expansive your knowledge is, the more attractive you become, because you guys are very rounded in the things that you know. And it's like, you guys don't have like a one-track mind of how you want to approach your goals. It's like, the more you learn, the more you add to your sense of credibility, and you guys are able to expand in that way, and you draw even more people to you, because you're able to communicate with people on different levels, and just different again, languages as well. If you guys may speak more than one language, It's just this very cultured thing about you that people find so amazing and just very interesting because you guys are always wanting to learn more. And with that, we have the Four of Pentacles. So there's this self-confidence about you guys that people admire. It's like this ability to, I feel like it's because you guys have this, I'm trying to get the words out. I'm trying to think. I don't want to say, like, I feel like you guys have this thing about you, like you're very secretive, like you're just very much a knowledgeable person, and you keep to yourself, and people just wanting to have that energy, like of wanting to know more about you. And I think that's what really draws people towards you, is the idea of wanting to be close to you, wanting to get to know you, wanting to say that they know you. And it's because you're just very much a person that do not like to, I feel, go in social settings a lot. Like if you guys can avoid crowds of people, you would, because you're more of like a person who hangs out with close friends and family and people that you truly can be yourself around, that you can trust others to be yourself around. And I feel like that's what makes people want to be around you. Like the idea of you trusting them enough to be yourself, like people want to be that person for you guys. And I feel like that's also why you draw a lot of people towards you, because people want to gain your trust in order for them to see a different side of you. Because I feel like you guys are very serious, very, again, goal oriented, to where people can only see one side. And it's like once they get to know you, they feel as if they're in like this secret club of people who really know you, and they feel very special and inclusive and just very invited into your world and about the things that you know. And I feel like they feel privileged to know you. Like you guys just have that thing about you that people, once they do know you, they get to say, yeah, I know this person, or I'm friends with this person. And that makes that person smile, because they realize that you guys are very selective about who you choose to occupy your time and your space. And people admire that about you, because you guys aren't, I feel like you guys aren't the type of people to tell everyone your business or other people's business who are involved with you. And people find that attractive as well, that you're not the type of person to tell secrets or even lies about the people that you know, or about yourself even. Like, I feel like there's no need to tell lies about yourself, if that makes sense. It's like you guys have this credibility to you that's so truthful and so pure that you guys do not have to lie about who you are to other people or to yourself. And people are drawn to that because you're just the way you choose to live your life is so truthful. And I feel like people are more attracted to the truth than they realize, because I feel that in a way we have a way of creating personas of ourselves that we feel are society acceptable. But I feel like with you guys, you're automatically accepted into society by being truthful, and people are drawn to that. Because I feel like for the people that are the most drawn to you, it's a rarity for them to find someone that's living in their truth and that has this ability to be pure about the way they choose to live their life. And there is no mask or no, oh, I choose to live my life this way because, because it's someone else, or because someone told me that this is how I should live my life. Like, you guys are completely the opposite of that, and people are drawn to it. And now you have the Four of Wands. So you guys have this ability to draw people together, and just, again, like culture. Like, you guys just have that ability to bring people together, to, I see mediators. Just allow yourselves to be that person in the room that can bring people closer to each other, even people who feel like they have differences from each other. You're able to create a space where everyone feels comfortable being themselves and people feel content around you. and just feeling like they can relax and they can truly be themselves when they're around you. And it's like, wow, I can be myself around this person and I don't have to act a certain way or do a certain thing in order for this person to notice me or for this person to feel like they want to get to know me. And I feel like you guys put people's walls down and they're able to be themselves around you. And it's like they're amazed. I feel like people tell you things that they normally wouldn't tell other people. And so you guys just have that ability, and I think it shocks even the people that you guys are with, let alone yourself. Because I feel like you guys have heard some things from the people that you attract that you feel they normally wouldn't tell other people. And it's so funny because I feel like it's just something that constantly happens throughout your life. Like, people have come up to you and said things to you that you know they normally wouldn't tell other people, but they feel so comfortable around you that they feel it's like they're shocked, but at the same time they feel like it's normal. Like, I feel like someone may have said to you that I feel comfortable around you, or that it feels normal for me to talk to you in the way that I would talk to a best friend or a family member that I trust. Like, I think that's what makes you guys again, you guys have that ability to be a mediator. Like, you guys have that ability to break down people's walls and to allow people to express themselves and have conversations with you that they normally wouldn't have with other people. Because I feel like you guys do not shut people down when they have something to say. Like, someone may say something they normally wouldn't say, and I feel like you guys either wouldn't say anything, or you would have this way about you where you would say something but it doesn't feel intrusive, or it doesn't feel as if this person, someone may feel like, oh, this person must think I'm stupid or something like that. Like, you don't make people feel that way, and they feel even more drawn to you because you have that ability to make them feel as if who they are is okay. And I think that is so amazing because it's amazing. Like, it's that's not a quality that everyone has. So it's like, that's what really makes you guys unique, is that you're able to allow people to be themselves and not criticize them or judge them for being who they are and for the things that they may talk about. And again, I feel like you guys can disagree with someone about the thing that they may have said, but at the same time, you're not harsh about it. You're not, that's wrong or that's right. You're just either very attentive, like listening, or you're very much present for that person to where they continue talking, or they feel like they have a close friend or someone that they can talk to, and you just make that person feel very invited and very welcomed into your life. And people find that very attractive about you. And with your last card, you have the King of Pentacles. So I feel like you guys, I know this is strange, but with the King of Pentacles, I'm getting that you guys aren't very emotional. Like, you may have emotional depth to you, but I feel like you do not let the things that people say get to you. And it's like, even if it does, you have a way of healing yourself that, it doesn't affect you for long, or it doesn't affect you the entire day. Excuse me. And people find that amazing because you do not let other people dictate how you should live your life. And you do not have that way about you where if someone were to say something, you may be hurt by it, but you're not hurt long enough to where it affects the way you think about yourself or the way you think about the direction that you choose to go in life. And you guys have that emotional stability to allow yourself to have emotional depth and feel things, but in a way that it doesn't affect who you are, or it doesn't cloud your judgment. And I feel like you're very practical, logical people. And again, you have emotional depth, but you allow yourself to be balanced. It's like this idea of, I am a person who allows myself to feel things, but at the same time, I do not let my feelings control my decisions in the way people feel about me and the way I feel about myself. And there's an attraction to that. Like, I keep saying attractiveness because you guys are attractive on a level that's very unique for this pile. It's like you guys, people know you, but they don't know you. It's like people know of you, but they don't really know you. And it's like this mysteriousness to you that people just want to get to know more. And you're just like, you're a book that's on the shelf, right? And people see the spine, they're reading the title, but you try to read the first page of the book, and it's like the page is blank. Like, it's written in invisible ink. No one can read it. And that's, again, going back to the King of Pentacles. Like, you guys have that. Like, you can be this person with a lot of knowledge and a lot of information, wisdom, I'm getting empathy, like just a lot of emotion. But at the same time, it's so controlled that people literally may think that you guys may not feel anything, or you guys may look serious all the time, or you guys just, again, have this concealed way about your emotions that people find attractive. Like, you just look serious. Like, you may have, like, I'm getting like serious librarian look vibes. Like, but people find that so attractive. And that's, I think, is so funny that people are drawn to that idea of you being this, like, person that's, like, you know, who has this side of themselves. But in order to get that side, they have to know you first. They have to gain your trust. Until then, you're just kind of like immobile. Like, and not to say you guys don't feel anything or you guys don't have feelings, but people really would believe that you guys are just unattached or unemotional, and just very much a person who, again, just very unattached to the idea of emotions. But people are drawn to it. People find that attractive. So it's not nothing to be ashamed of, or something that you feel like you guys are not the type of people to put a smile on your face if you're not feeling happy. Like, that's what I'm getting the most. Like, you guys aren't going to fake it until you make it. Like, you have this authenticity about you. Again, the reason I feel like people are most attracted to you is the fact that sorry about that. Is the fact that you guys have that way about you that is very, again, very not, it's authentic. And sorry, you guys, I lost my train of thought. It's authentic, and you guys have that thing, that emotional depth about you. But I feel like people have to get to know you first in order for that to be seen. And not a lot of people see that side of you. So that's what makes you even more attractive. Is the fact that, you know, it's nothing to be ashamed of being serious all the time or looking serious all the time. Because people are the most drawn to you because they feel like you're in that truthful energy, you're authentic about who you are and how you choose to live your life. But at the same time, you don't go around smiling in people's faces if you don't feel the need to smile. And there's a truth in that. Again, there's this authenticity to you that people feel that they can't, like, you guys would know the truth. Like, you would know if someone was lying to you, or you would have an idea or an inkling or like a intuitive feeling that someone isn't telling you the full truth. And that goes from concealing your emotions, like having that skill and ability to read people. I feel like you guys are very observant as well. And people also find that attractive because you guys, again, allow your presence to be into people's lives and allow yourself to be fully present in what people are saying, to the point where I feel like you guys may even have you guys may be into eye contact. Like, you guys would talk to someone and it's constant eye contact that people feel like you're staring deep into their soul and they can't hide anything from you, but it's like they know you're listening and you're paying attention, so they're like being careful about the things that they say. So I feel like that's very funny that you guys have that energy about you, but it's very attractive and very beautiful and very unique, and it's amazing that you guys have that quality. And again, you guys, it's a beautiful thing that you guys have that ability to not mask how you feel and to really be honest to not only yourself but to the people around you. So for your other half of your reading, your overall energy is the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like this goes back to people wanting to know more about you. Like they just want to approach you. With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, I'm getting that you guys are just that unapproachable. Like people feel like they can't quite come up to you and talk to you and have a conversation with you. Like they feel like they kind of have to circle around you. Like, or maybe I wouldn't say circle around you, but I feel like they may have to ask like people that are close to you, you know, how to get close to you. Like people are wanting with the Knight of Cups to offer you something. Like I feel like you guys get a lot of love offers. You are very attractive people, physically, and people just want to, even if you don't believe so, I really do feel like you guys are attractive people. People want to offer their love to you, but they feel that you guys are unapproachable. Like they can't find a way to talk to you or to come up to you and say hey, because I feel like it's like intimidated. Like they feel this intimidation, like this aura around you that it's impenetrable. Like people want to get close to you but they don't know how, so they feel like they have to ask around. And it's like, I feel again is because you guys have that energy about you that's very secretive and just very not allowing everyone in. And so people want to offer their love to you because they feel if, you know, when they do, or if you decide to give this person or whoever a chance, they feel that they have accomplished something because they know you do not let everyone into your life, or you do not let everyone see sides of you that only certain close people would know. And I feel like that's why people overall, with your overall energy, wanting to approach you and wanting to know more about you, because they feel that they can't approach you. Like, I know that may seem strange, but they feel like they can approach you, so that makes them even more attracted to you. So it's like, oh my god, like it's like that idea of wanting something you can't have, so it makes people even more attracted. Like that's the energy I'm getting for you guys. That is so funny that people just want to continuously offer their love to you, and yet they, even if you turn them down, they still want to offer their love because they feel that they would accomplish something by you giving them the time of day and by you giving them the time and attention that they want from you. And that's what makes you guys, that's your overall energy for being attractive. It's the idea that you are someone that someone else or some people, or you know, whoever may be attracted to you can't have. And so they're even more drawn to you because they want to be a part of your life in some way. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for you guys for Power 1. I'll end your reading there. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Let me know if this resonated with you guys, if any of this information made any sense, or just in general, if you guys feel drawn to the information that you've been told. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this pick a card reading. Have a great day, evening, night, whenever time you're watching this. And I'll see you guys in the next pick a card reading. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. As I told Pile 1, the first half of your reading is what makes you attractive, what makes you guys special, unique, beautiful. And the second half, your one bottom card, is your overall attractive energy. Like, what makes you guys overall attractive? And with that, we're going to get started. So your first two cards, we have excuse me, the Strength card and the Seven of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, sorry you guys. So what makes you guys attractive? I feel like you guys have a lot of tenacity. It's like this person who does not give up. Like for me, for you guys with the Strength card here, you have a lot of courage and a lot of strength. This ability to push through anything, any obstacle, anything that can get in your way. You have the ability to push through, because I feel like you guys have a lot of wisdom and knowledge. And it's with that knowing of things are going to be okay, and that, you know, bad things don't last forever, or, just this mindset of things are always going to get better because of how I choose to look at things. And that's what makes you guys attractive, because you choose to look at life half full instead of the glass half empty. And it's that tenacity that makes people attracted to you, because you have this ability to always make something work. You have this, this ability to always push through, to always make something out of yourself, or to make something out of a situation that you feel that other people may feel may not benefit them, but you have a way of turning hardships into lessons. And it's like you use those lessons to push through and to push forward with the things that you guys want, which is why I feel like we have your next card here. It's because you have the ability to be very, again, like, it's just, I don't know, for you guys, I'm like stumbling because it's just such a strength about you. Like, I really feel like your first card just represents your overall attractiveness. It's because it's this silent energy, this person who pushes through, who moves forward, and is persistent and consistent about what they want, and about making something that can benefit you, and making a situation, again, a hardship, into a lesson, and using those lessons to push you forward and to make you a person that is indestructible. Because I feel like a lot of people, you guys may have been bullied a lot. Excuse me. You guys may have been very much, I feel like, maybe even a sensitive person as well, because you guys have this vulnerability to you, that people are attracted to you because you have that silent strength about you. The way you present yourself is very strong and very resilient, and a person who doesn't give up, a person who can make a situation better just by their presence. And I feel like that has led some people to criticize you and bully you and to put you in a box or try to make you feel ashamed of who you are. Because I feel like you guys are not, you're fighters, but you're not into the whole idea of constantly having to fight, if that makes sense. It's like you're not always, you guys are willing to fight for the things that you want. There's no doubt about it. There's just silent strength about you. You guys have the tenacity, the courage, the strength to push forward. But it's like, why fight if you don't have to? And I feel like that's you guys, because I feel like, it's this back and forth that you guys don't do. You guys don't do back and forth. It's like, okay, this person thinks this way, great, I'm gonna go the other way. So you guys have that about you that people are attracted to, because you're not willing to be the person who's gonna, I don't want to say put up a fight, because that just seems, but in a way, yeah, like just a person who is not in that energy of, I'm not going to go back and forth with you, I'm not going to make you seem as if, what you're saying is wrong, even if I disagree with it. I'm just going to remove myself. I'm not even going to take the time out to tell you that you're wrong about me, or that you shouldn't think this way about me. I'm just not going to say anything. I'm just going to walk away. And I feel like that's what makes you guys attractive, this ability to walk away when things aren't, when you feel like you have to constantly fight and it's draining you and it's taking out of your time, your energy towards yourself. Then I really feel like you guys would move yourselves completely out of that situation, because you no longer, if you once were, in this energy of constantly having to fight with people about who you are and what you want. You're just completely removing yourself now. And people have noticed and are attracted to it, because you guys aren't gonna berate people. You're not interested. If you feel like you constantly have to tell someone something about yourself and they constantly disagree with it, then it's like, why are we friends, or why are we even talking to each other? Like, I'm gonna completely remove myself from this situation. I'm not gonna take the time out to try to convince someone why I'm this instead of that. And people love that about you. Believe it or not, like, people really find that attractive. Like, I feel like it's because you guys don't waste your time on people you feel aren't worth your time. And I know that may seem ruthless and cutthroat, but when it's you doing it, it's like people are like, wow, that's very amazing. Like, you're not giving me the time of day if you feel like I'm not gonna say I'm not worth the hassle, but in a way that's exactly what that energy that you're giving off. If you feel like someone isn't truly worth fighting for or fighting with, then you're gone. Like, you don't feel the need to stick around, you don't feel the need to be friends. You just completely disappear. Like, I feel like you're the type of person who just completely go ghost. Like, you don't say anything. You just like, you guys don't give a warning or nothing. You just completely, like, I feel like with you guys, it's like people would say, oh, okay, yeah, this person is amazing, they're lovely, like, they'll say really nice things about you, and people would think you guys are really amazing, like close friends, and then all of a sudden you stop talking to this person and they're like, what happened, what did I say? I feel like that's the energy of you guys. Like, this person may have said or done something, and instead of telling them about it, you don't say anything, you just leave. And I think that's funny, because it's like, you guys give no warning. It's like, once you feel like a situation is no longer for you, you do not say anything, you just leave without notice. But that's what makes you guys attractive, is this ability to be mysterious about the way you move. You don't tell anybody your plans, or you don't tell anyone how you plan to move. You just move. You're all action, no talk. Like, you feel like talking isn't something that, if you really want to do something, you do it. You don't talk about doing it, you actually do it. And if you talk about do it, then your next step should be doing it. And if you feel like someone isn't in that energy, then you leave. And you're constantly in that energy of, if something no longer works for me, why stick around? And people find that amazingly attractive. Amazingly so. Because it takes courage to walk away from something that no longer serves you, or no longer brings you happiness, or no longer fulfills you. And people admire that about you, because I feel like it's a quality that people crave. I feel like, because I feel that the people you attract are usually in situations where they feel like they can't get out of. But when you think about it, it's more of a mental thing. Like, it's the mental blockage that we create for ourselves, that we feel we can't personally get out of a situation, but it's our perception of it that holds us back from getting out of it, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like, but with you guys, it's like people look at you and they're just kind of like, how did she do it, or how did he do it? Like, how does this person move the way that they move? And again, you guys are not afraid to be alone. I feel like if you guys have that lone wolf energy about you, people, believe me, they love it, because you don't waste your time, and you do not mind being on your own. You do not mind being on alone, or having self-care time, like that time just for yourself, and taking care of yourself and putting yourself first, and not allowing anyone to penetrate that energy of wanting to waste your time, or you feel that is going to waste your time. And with that, we have the Five of Wands and the High Priestess in reverse. Interesting enough, like when the High Priestess came out in reverse, I was actually I don't know, like something about the High Priestess. I tried to put all my major arcana cards upright, so when it came in reverse, I just thought it was strange, but not in a bad way, but just in a way to where I'm not used to like the major arcanas coming out when it comes to like love and attraction in reverse. But it's very interesting. I'll give you that much. It's very interesting. So with the Five of Wands, I feel like there are people constantly fighting for your attention. Like you always have people surrounding you or wanting to be in your space, and in your area, because again, you guys do not give just anyone the time of day. And I feel like people feel they constantly have to prove themselves around you, and they constantly have to, make themselves known in order for you to remember them. I'm not just saying that you guys are forgetful people, but it's like someone has to do something memorable in order for you to remember them. Like I feel like you guys are constantly being, like, I don't want to say stalked, but then again, I just said it. So I'm saying, like, people are constantly wanting to be around you to the point where you may truly think you have a stalker. Like, because people are constantly wanting to be around you and fight for your attention and your time. And you don't just give everyone the time of day. So some people, I feel, try to see how they can, how can they have a conversation with you? How can they talk to you? How can they be around you and still be interesting and, fun, and someone that you feel, and they want to be that someone for you that you want in their lives and things like that. Especially when it comes to love, I feel like they're the people that are attracted to you romantically, want to be that person for you that you can really be yourself around, and that they don't feel as if you really make time out for this person. Like, they really want to feel special, and they really want to make you feel special by being that person for you that they feel that they can always be there for you, and that you can always count on them to be around. Like that person that's accountable, and very much a person that you always want in your space. Like, that's the type of people I feel you attract romantically. For the High Priestess to be in reverse, you guys with the High Priestess in reverse have a way of being open. Like, there's this strength about you that's, again, that I told you, that silent strength that you guys have, but you're not closed off about it. You're not closed off about who you are. Like, again, I feel that you guys are very much open about what you want and who you are, and you're not going to waste your time on anything less with the High Priestess in reverse. So it's just like this ability to, I want to be able to put this in a way that's just very, like, it's hard to describe in a way, because I feel like you guys are secretive, or they're just very mysterious. Not so secretive, but just mysterious. But at the same time, you have the ability to be an open book. It's like you do not mind sharing your wisdom with other people. That's exactly what I'm getting at. Yeah, you guys don't mind sharing your wisdom and the things that you know with other people. You're very open-minded in the idea of sharing what you know and learning from what others know as well. Because I feel like you guys are like you guys have that of wanting to know more than one perspective of life and how people live their life and how you live your life, and it's like you guys swap stories with the people that you talk to, and people find that attractive because you guys aren't closed off about the idea of sharing ideas or sharing parts of yourself in a way that's not oversharing and that you don't have that mystery about you, but in a way where you give people like bits. And it's like people are like, wow, this person told me something today that I feel like, they only talk to their close friends about. I feel like it's the opposite of pile one because that's the energy of the other person, but I feel like that's the energy of you guys for pile two. It's like you're open and you share bits and pieces of yourself that you would tell close friends and family, and that's what makes you guys attractive because you allow people to be in your space when they are in your space, the people that you truly trust and feel that you can spend your time with, you allow yourself to be open with them, and there's no need to close yourself off from the people that you trust. I feel like that's you guys, that's your mantra. Like there's no need to put on a brave face for the people that love you and really care about you and really want what's best for you. And so you guys make sure that you allow yourselves to be open as well as allowing other people to be open around you. And so there's this energy of always learning about the way people live their lives, their perceptions of life, and just this the idea of sharing knowledge and sharing wisdom and information with other people that makes you guys attractive. Because once that person gets to know you, once you allow this person into your life, you guys are willing to share certain parts of yourself because now you feel that you can trust this person. And they feel like they're in this exclusive club of people that you trust. And I mean, and literally, I feel like you guys do not talk to just, I don't want to say you guys don't just talk to anyone, don't talk to just anyone. That could be the case. But I feel like with you guys, it's being very selective in who you trust and having a small circle of friends rather than groups of people. Like you guys are known by groups of people. I feel like you guys are maybe known by people in general, but there's something about you that only they see you with a certain amount of people at a time, or you're only close friends with 2 people instead of 5. Just very much like a all exclusive popular club that people are trying to get a membership in. That's what I'm feeling for you guys. Like everyone is trying to be a member of this club that you've unknowingly created around yourself, and people want to be a part of that because they feel you are special and you are amazing, and you are just by being yourself, and people want to be a part of that popularity because it's that idea of you having those successful tones about you. Like there's this very much this voyeur, this person who is very knowledgeable and has a lot of wisdom, and it's like people want that to rub off on them as well, that success that you guys create around yourselves. Like I feel like you have this aura of success because you are successful in your own way. You don't have to have a lot of money to be successful, and I feel like you guys embody that. Even if you do have a lot of money or you have enough money where you feel financially stable, I feel like people are more attracted to your knowledge, your wisdom, rather than your materialistic views or materialistic gains. And not to say you guys don't dress the part. I feel like you guys do dress very much to where you look like you have a lot of money, but I feel like what draws people to you the most is the way you talk about certain things, or your perceptions on life itself is what attracts people the most to you, because they feel like you're not just a person who has a lot of money, even if you don't. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, even if you don't have a lot of money, they really are attracted to the idea of who you are because of the things that you know. And people want to get to know you even more, because I feel like people have a way of judging you to where they feel you are this one way, and then they talk to you, and then you end up being a completely different person, and now they want to know more about you. And not to say that you guys change up, but I feel like there's levels to you guys that not everybody knows about. And people, again, want to be a part of that club. They want to be a member of your fan club. Like, that's how drawn people are to you. And with your last two cards, we have the 10 of Cups in reverse and the Tower card. With the 10 of Cups in reverse, for me, with the 10 of Cups in reverse, I feel like you guys have a way of preserving your energy. It just goes for me back to that idea of you guys only letting certain people into your friend group. And I feel like the people who are in your friend group, they feel this contentment with you. But I feel like the people people who are mostly attracted to you feel that from you. It's like this aura that you create around yourself that people are, I would say, in love with. Like, they love the idea of you, like, having this contentment, this happiness, this fulfillment, this joy about you. And it's like with the Tower card, it's like this transformation, like this change. So to put it together, I feel like you guys are very, with the 10 of Cups, is emotional depth. You know, again, if you guys are drawn to another pile, I'm really getting pile 1. I didn't want to say what pile it was, but I'll just say pile 1. If you guys are drawn to pile 1, I feel like you guys should listen to that as well, because there's so much, again, like transformation in this ability to be very much a person who is optimistic, but it's like emotional, like this emotional optimism about you. If that makes sense, I feel like it makes sense to me. I feel like I'm saying this emotional optimism because it's like you guys are always, yeah, I think that's what I'm getting. Like, you guys always have this way about you where you make the changes that you need in your life in order to be happy. Like, there are things, again, like, you guys do not hold onto things that are no longer serving you or no longer bringing you that joy and that fulfillment, and you have a way of making it known that you're not happy with whatever it is that you're not happy with. And I feel like that's where the emotional depth comes in, because you guys are willing to make those necessary changes in order to have that fulfillment, in order to have that 10 of Cups, in order to have that moment of clarity, of love, peace, caringness, that's even a word. But this ability to constantly be in that energy of doing what makes you happy and doing what brings you that fulfillment, that joy. And I feel like there's power in that, because I feel like as human beings, we feel we have to have a certain time limit on how we choose to create happiness in our lives, or how we choose to be happy. That we feel like we can't be happy unless we have a certain thing, or unless we experience a certain experience. And then that's when we are able to be happiest the most, because we're experiencing something that we enjoy, right? But I feel like with you guys, it's just this you're not searching for happiness. I feel it's more like this ability to create contentment within self, without the need to look for it, or without the need to look for it in someone else. You guys are constantly transforming and changing to where you can have this lifestyle, this life that you want in this lifetime. And you're willing to make the necessary changes you have to make in order to have it. And that's what makes you guys attractive, because even I feel if you guys are scared of change, or you have this notion about change, if the change is going to bring some sort of excitement or some contentment within yourself, you're willing to put that fear aside and do it. I think I had an accent just then. You're willing to put your fear aside and just do it, just to be fulfilled. You know, you guys may be scared, but it's not holding you back. And people find that amazingly strong. Like the overall energy for me is your first card, your strength card, because there's that strength to you that has no fear, or that has little fear. Like, it's not something where fear overtakes you or gets the best of you. And even then, if it does, it's not something that has a hold over you for long, because you guys have that wisdom to get out of it. Because I feel like for you guys, again, fear is a mindset. It's not something we can associate ourselves with if we don't want to. But when we associate ourselves with our emotions, then we become them. But with you guys, with the knowledge you've accumulated in this lifetime so far, you're able to separate your emotions from who you truly are and what you truly want from life. And that's what makes you guys attractive, because you have that ability to separate emotion from self, from the thing that you want versus the fear or the attachment or the emotion that comes with it. And with that, your overall energy is the Six of Cups. Six of Cups. There's this childlike wonder that you guys have of the world, and I feel like it's a very beautiful card, actually, because it's like you guys, again, emotional depth. Like, there's no way that you guys can hide how you feel. There's no way. Like, you feel like you're great, but you show how you feel in your face all the time, I feel, whether you're aware of it or not. Because there's this childlike quality about you that's very much like you're experiencing life for the first time. Like, I feel like that's why we had the Tower card. You're constantly transforming, experiencing different perspectives of life because of your mindset, because you want to have that fulfillment, that contentment within yourself. You have that childlike wonder, that adventure about you. And getting the Fool card, like a person who's willing to walk into the unknown even if it's scary. Like, it's a very beautiful thing, because I feel it's a very pure energy. It's very much, again, childlike. Like, there's a quality about you that people feel is very pure, because it comes from a place where people aren't jaded by the world itself yet, you know. Like, as a child, we're not completely aware of the world around us until we get older and we become more affected by the world and by situations and experiences and people. But I feel like with you guys, it's that constant renewed energy about life, because you're always in search of your purpose. You're always in search of fulfillment. You're always in search of being content. And that's what makes you guys attractive. Because you do not let your experiences bring you down or bring you at a level to where you're not excited about life anymore, or you're not constantly looking for ways to fulfill your purpose in this lifetime. And people are so, they want to be, I want to say they want to be more like you. Like there's this energy of, again, wanting to rub off on you, and you rub off on them, and just wanting to know how you do it, and wanting to be in that energy of living their life the same way. But I feel like this is something that people try to imitate and copy but can't quite get, because again, the way you guys view life, your perception of life, your mindset is something that cannot be duplicated unless experienced. Like, I feel like people feel if they do the same things that you do, then they can create that mindset. And not to say that that's impossible, but at the same time, if you experience the same thing 20 times in a row, and yet your mindset hasn't changed, sorry about that, you guys, but if you experience, again, something 20 times over and your mindset is still the same, then you experienced something 20 times over. Sorry, you guys. Then it becomes, if you suffer, then it becomes just a mentality of suffering. You experience the same thing 20 times, but every single time you experienced it while suffering. And there's no way to learn. We can learn from our suffering, but at the same time, we constantly in that energy of suffering, then we don't learn a way where we can perceive suffering in a way that's I'm trying to make this more profound, but I've been interrupted so many times to where it's hard for me to concentrate. I'm so sorry, you guys, but you understand where I'm going with this, I hope. It's just, there's this wonder about you. People wonder about you. That's the overall. People wonder how you do it. You know, how can you look at life this way? How can life still be amazing to you even after all the things that you've been through? And that's what people try to imitate, that mindset that you have. Because even though you've experienced the things you've experienced, you still see the world in a way that a child would see it, a way that's still very much optimistic and opportunistic as well. You see the opportunities even in bad situations, because again, you have your way of turning hardships into lessons. And that's the overall energy for you guys for Pile 2. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me. Oh my gosh, everything was going on at one time. But I hope this reading resonated with you guys. Have a great day, night, evening, whatever time you're watching this. And I want to see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So for your first two cards, we have the Five of Swords. We have the Three of Wands first, and then we have the Five of Swords as your second card. So with these two cards, I'm getting that you guys patiently wait for opportunities to come to you. For me, I feel that you guys have this patience and this ability to wait for the things that you want in order for a desired outcome to manifest itself. Because I really feel that you guys embody this feminine energy, that you guys have mastered the feminine aspect of yourself to the point where you allow the things that you truly want to come to you, and it's because you have this patient quality about you, this ability to wait for the things that you truly want in order for it to have the desired outcome. I feel like you guys do not wait in vain, that you guys focus on other things while you patiently wait for the things that you want. Because as people, we have the ability to be impatient the more we focus on the things that makes us have to be patient. So with you guys, I'm feeling that that's not who you are. You have this ability to be patient about the things that you want because you know that it will have the most desired effect that you can possibly want from the situation. And I feel like that's what you guys embody the most, because you have this ability to focus on other things and have this ability to be more patient about the things that you want. You're able to have this attraction, law of attraction, this ability to have the things that you want gravitate towards you instead of constantly having to overexert yourself. I'm getting work smarter, not harder. So you guys have that ability to be very calculated in the way that you choose to move towards certain opportunities or ideas, because you don't want to overexert yourself and have this burnt out feeling. And I feel like that's what made you guys master the idea of patience and this idea of allowing yourself to be very patient about the things that you guys want and the things that you want to accomplish in this lifetime. And with that, we have the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So what I'm getting with these two is that you guys are presented with a lot of opportunities. Again, like either for me it's emotional, so it's like experiences or people who can bring you this emotional fulfillment or bring you this emotional experiences that makes us up as human beings. And I feel like for it to be in reverse, that there's this desire to well, no, not desire. Okay. I think what makes you attractive is that you are presented with these opportunities, but you're not phased by it, if that makes sense. It's like you guys are aware that, I'm getting like everything that glitters isn't gold. There's like a lot of sayings for you guys, I feel. Like you guys are very much maybe into quotes or poems or things that are like meaningful words, spoken word, things like that. But that's what makes you attractive, is that you are not drawn to the idea of something because there's a possibility that it can fall through, or that it's something that it's not being in the clouds about the things that you want, and not letting the idea of something be what drives us to go towards it, and not the reality of the idea. But you know what I mean? Like it's the idea of it that you guys don't chase. You guys are very, I feel, realistic people, in a sense that if it's something that you guys want, it'll have to come from a place of being emotionally fulfilled, instead of being emotionally fulfilled by the idea of something. You're more emotionally fulfilled by the reality of it, about the reality that it can create for you and the experiences that it can add to your life. And that's what I wanted to say. It came out eventually, but that's what I felt for you guys with this Seven of Cups in reverse. And it's like the Knight of Wands. Again, you're not a page, but you're not a king either. And why I'm saying that is because with the Knight of Wands, you have the information that you need. And it's that it's that again, you have information, and that's the thing. Like, the page is collecting, and for you guys it's more like gaining the experiences of that energy of moving towards things that are, again, idealistic. And moving towards things that are idealistic in the sense of its realism, and having that ability to be more drawn to the reality of something rather than the dream of it. And that's what makes you guys attractive, because you're realist. You allow yourself to have dreams and be very goal oriented and ambitious about the things that you want, but at the same time you're very patient about it. You're not in a rush, and you're not drawn to the idea of it, but an experience that it can add to your life. And people are drawn to that because you're more attracted to an experience because of what it can add to your life, rather than the idea of it making you happy, or the idea of it bringing you the idea of it making your life better. Like, I feel like you guys make your life better just by being yourselves, and just by experiencing things that you feel are going to add the betterment to your life. If that is a word. Add some type of stability to your life. I mean, you're not drawn to the idea of something bringing you temporary happiness, because I feel like that's where most of our ideas can come from, that we feel that we can create this happy, perfect life, and that if we had this opportunity, then we can create the happy, perfect life that we want. But for you guys, it's like, I want to create those experiences that are going to add meaning to my life. And the more meaning I have in my life, the more fulfilled I am, the more content I am with where I am in my life right now. And I think that's also where the patience comes in, because you guys have that ability to balance yourself out. You know, if you truly want something, you're willing to be patient for it, and you're not willing to go towards the idea of it, but actually be patient towards to get that outcome that you want, that outcome that will add more meaning to your life, that will bring more peace and bliss. And I feel that that's where people are most drawn to you, because you have this thing about you that people want to experience life with you. Like, I really feel like you guys, you may be in a long-term relationship right now, but I feel like the people who are romantically attracted to you want to be in a relationship with you long-term, because you're always adding that, you're always wanting to know your purpose, or always wanting to have a meaning of why you do things, or why you want to experience certain things, or why you want to feel a certain emotion. And that's what I feel for you guys with that. And your last card is the Page of Pentacles. For the Page of Pentacles, I feel with that is a sense of renewed purpose. That I feel like it all comes back down to purpose. Like, this renewed sense of wanting to know more about self, and wanting to know more about what to experience, or what you want to experience in this lifetime. To add more of a fulfilling life, of a purposeful life. Like, you guys are into the idea of living for a reason, and like, in a way, having a drive towards something, and not being fazed by the idea of it. Because that's where I really feel what it comes down to is this with the page. It's like someone who is constantly reinventing themselves, and having this idea of always being into the idea of new beginnings, and new ideas, and new ways to live, and new perspectives, and a traveler, an adventurer, a person who doesn't mind having. having different ways to discover themselves through different experiences. and allowing that to become a part of their fulfillment, their contentment about life, experiencing the things that they want to experience in this lifetime just by their experiences and the people that they interact with as well. So for your overall energies, you guys have the Two of Pentacles and the Fool card. I feel like you guys always have options, whether that's romantic or business opportunities, but you're always having adventure. Like there's always something to look forward to with you guys, and it's never a dull moment. And like that's the overall energy. There's never a moment in your life where you're not searching for or not wanting to experience things. You're never in this stagnant energy of feeling like, waiting for happiness to come to you, or that idea of excuse me, or the idea of letting life pass you by. But it's this idea of being more into that energy of always creating new opportunities and going for them, always being able to take the plunge and just be constantly adventurous and in awe of the world and the places that you can go just by experiencing certain things in your life, and allowing yourself to go with the flow of it and not being held back by fear. I feel like, again, you guys, I feel, are just in that energy of wanting to explore to the point where fear doesn't stop you or doesn't hold you back for long. And it's just something that's very much attractive because people want to be that fearless. Like they want to be able to go out on a limb. Like I feel like you guys are the type of person that, like, you can travel and have the basic necessities, and you might leave something that you really need behind, and most people feel they couldn't survive without it, but you're just like, oh, I'll get it on the way there. Or maybe you're the type of person, I feel, that they bring just enough money to where they somehow make it on a road trip or something like that. Like I feel like you guys bring just enough to the point where it's actually just enough, and people feel like you're like a risk taker, or a person, the person who drives close to E. Like you're basically almost on E, but yet you're still able to drive like 2 miles out to the nearest gas station. Like that's the type of luck and the miracles that you guys have, and people want that. Like people want to be able to be surrounded by you and just wanna, like, you're like someone's good luck charm, or you just, like, you're very much a person that people feel can bring them luck. And so I feel like that's also what makes you attractive, is that people really feel that they can do anything as long as you're by their side. And not to say that, and not to say that people can or can't be codependent on you, but it's more like this energy of, this is my good luck charm. Like this is the person you bring with you when you're not too sure about what to eat. Like something simple as that. Like somehow you're able to make up someone else's mind by just being there physically. Like your presence has that effect on people. And I feel that that is your overall energy for pile 3. Sorry to make the reading short. I actually recorded beforehand, but I got interrupted, so I re-recorded, so it was a little shorter than what it was supposed to be. So I just want to apologize, group 3. But I hope you guys still got the messages that you need from the reading, and I hope you guys have a great day, evening, night, whenever time you're watching this. And I'm going to move on to pile 4. Hey there, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. Your 2 starting cards are the 5 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So what makes you guys attractive is that you're able to see the bright side of every situation. I feel like with you guys, you just have this ability to be very optimistic, or very, I would say, very hopeful towards the future, to where people find that very attractive, because you're able to look at a situation from a different picture, a different spotlight, I should say. And I feel like you guys have been through a lot in your past, maybe even in your current present. But I feel like current present, wow, in your present. But I feel like it's because of the things that you guys have went through. That's where this idea of always finding the bright side of things, always looking optimistically towards the future, is how you guys learn to cope with certain, it's a coping mechanism for you guys. The ability to look at things from a perspective that is more optimistic, more hopeful, more just very intuitive. Like, you feel like you guys are listening to your intuition when it comes to new outlooks and the way that you guys choose to have this particular optimistic view on your life. I feel like you guys have went through spiritual awakenings throughout this lifetime, and it's allowed you to look at the future in a way that is very much this opportunistic place, and is not in this dark, dreadful, like, you don't let your past consume who you are and consume your thoughts or your future or the way you look at your future. And it's this ability that makes you attractive, and people are very much drawn to the fact that you guys are able to see the bright side in any situation, or that you guys are able to look at your life in a way that is more of a learning experience and more something that you can learn from, rather than letting that idea of letting life happen to you. Like, I feel like you guys don't let life happen to you in a way that you guys feel controlled by the things that happened in your past, as well as things that may be happening right now in your present. So I feel that that's where the attraction comes from the most, because you guys have this ability to look outside of what's there and to come to the fact that not everything is what it seems, for one, as well as bad things pass. Like, the things that we go through in our lives have the ability to pass us by the more we experience life itself. And even though those experiences become a part of us, you do not let that take control over your future. You do not let your past define who you are now, and that's what makes you attractive. And with that, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Hanged Man. Give me a second, you guys, to get a feel for the cards. Excuse me. So going back to intuition, this ability to be very knowing of the future, very much a person who, I feel like it's this all-knowing energy. Like, you guys, can look at a situation from all sides and come to a conclusion with the Hanged Man. It's like this ability, well, it goes back to the intuition, like the intuitive part of you that can see something from, or a situation or a perspective from a different angle, and is able to gain intuition and knowledge and this spiritual awakening just from your experiences and the things that you've been through. And that's what makes you attractive, because every life lesson, every lesson you've ever learned in your lifetime, in this lifetime, you were able to make it to where it add to your spiritual growth. You're able to let your experiences become part of your hope of the future. It's like, this is my past, this is the things I've been through in my past, but it doesn't have to be what I go through right now, and it doesn't have to be my future. And there's an attractiveness to that, because you do not let the past weigh you down in a way that it consumes you. Like, I really do feel that this has to do with the ability to see beyond life lessons, and not feeling as if you are destined for a bad life or you are destined to experience bad things, but it's seeing those experiences and those lessons as a way of learning, as a way of becoming more spiritually awakened, more attuned to your intuitiveness as well. Like, I feel like you guys are very intuitive people, and I feel like you're either very aware of it or you know of it. It's something that as human beings we tend to put off, because that intuition part of us is more for some people, or should I say most people, it's more impulsive than logical. So it may seem as if more it's an impulsive mind or an impulsive muscle, but I feel like you guys are so in tune with your intuition that it's actually become part of your logic. If that makes sense. Like, what people feel is more impulsive on their end, to you it makes sense. Like, it's the most practical thing anyone can do, but someone may come up to you and say, why would you want to do that? And it's because I feel like you guys are so in tune with your intuition that it may feel impulsive to someone else, but to you it makes sense. And that's what was attractive, is that you guys are able to make sense of it all. Like, people feel like you guys have it together because you're able to diverse a situation in a way to where you can break it down and still learn from it. Like, you can break down step by step of how your past went, how your past made you who you are today, and somehow still be optimistic about the future, and still be very much a person who wants to explore and meet new people. And you guys may have had truly bad experiences with people in the past, but yet there's something about you that still gives hope to the future, that still gives hope to the people in your life as well. Like, I feel like you guys are into the idea of second chances and the ability to give people the benefit of the doubt. And of course, there's times where people have used that against you, but you haven't let that deter you from having faith in people. I feel like that you guys give people chances, and of course, it's like you have boundaries. I feel like you guys have boundaries, or for some of you, need to have boundaries when it comes to people who want to try to find a way to take advantage of you by you giving second chances and by you giving people the benefit of the doubt. They feel the need to be very much vindictive, very much a person who wants to take your kindness for weakness. And I feel like that's something that you guys have experienced in the past, but yet somehow you still haven't lost faith in humanity. Like, it's a really beautiful quality to have, because it's not something that I feel like it's not something that a lot of people, especially people who have truly been hurt by giving people second chances, can say that they still have faith in people, no matter how many times a person may have hurt them, whether that's the same person or different people or different kinds of people. Yet you guys are a leader in a way that you're still able to trust in some way, shape, or form. Whether you consciously know of it or subconsciously, you're still able to trust without thinking of without thinking of how people may have hurt you in the past. I feel like you guys know how to separate the past from the present from the future. like, okay, these are the people from my past, and these are the types of people from my past that I've dealt with, but this is the present. I'm dealing with different people now, and it's a different situation, and it's different people. Like, I feel like that's you guys. You're able to separate and I want to say compartmentalize. That's a word, but I don't. If I say it too fast, then it's not going to be a word anymore. I already know it. And just know how to separate experiences from each other in different times of your life where you were at a different place, because I feel like that's where you guys are in your life right now. You're in this spiritual awakening, and at the same time you're able to still remain optimistic and change your mindset at the same time. It's like you found new ways to invent yourself, and you get excited every time, and it makes you more hopeful about the future and about the things to come in the future. And people find that attractive, that you're still able to look at the future in a way that's optimistic and very open and very hopeful, and just very much this willing energy to still explore and to still want to be around people and to still want to experience things in this life. Because sometimes when we experience bad things, we feel if we still do those things now, then it can end up being the same experience we had when we first did it. But I feel like that's not who you guys are. Or if you feel like you are, that's not where you want to be. And I feel like that's something that you guys embody. This need, this urgency to always want to improve spiritually, physically, mentally, just always in the way of wanting to know more about how you can be a version of you that you're comfortable, that you're okay being for the time being. Because I really do feel like you guys like to transform. You guys love to learn new things. You guys are quick with the changes because you are in that energy of wanting to improve, of always wanting to evolve and be, I'm getting like this superhuman. Like, people look up to you and wonder, are you even real? like are you an actual human being, or you just come, you just reincarnated on earth? Like, what's going on? Like, I feel like that's the awe that you have and what makes you so attractive. And with that, we have the Three of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So with the cups, I'm getting just emotions, and I'm talking about like the level, and I feel like this is what all like 4 piles, just emotional depth to you. Like, there's this, and I say the same, I say emotional depth on all the piles, because I feel like this is really the emphasis of the reading. When it comes to attraction, it's the emotional part of ourselves that what makes us attracted to things or people or places. How we feel about it, how we feel about the people, the places, how we feel about everything all at once, is where our attraction comes from, and where the idea of I'm interested in this person or this thing because they make me feel this way. And I feel like with you guys, you make people feel some kind of way in the best way possible. Like, you just have this ability to open your arms up to people and be very open with your emotions. You're not a person who it's like this giving person. Like, it's just someone who wants to give how much, like, they want to, God, it's just, I'm like, literally, like, that's what it feels like. It feels like this overwhelming emotions, like this ability to express so much. And I feel like you guys express so much in one facial expression or in just a simple act that you do. But to someone else who sees you, it's like it means a lot. Your smile, the way you talk, the way you walk, the embodiment of emotions that people feel for you is powerful. So they feel very much drawn to you because it's like they've never met anybody who made them feel so emotional and made them feel very much. I feel like you make people feel different about themselves when they're around you. It's like they didn't know they can express so much emotion around someone they've never met or around someone that they've just met, or just someone that they just never felt to be emotional around. Like there's certain people or certain, situations where we don't feel the need to be emotional. We don't feel the need to express how we feel because of, society or the way we were raised or anything like that. But with you guys, it's like you allow yourselves to feel to where you make others want to feel as well. And going back to this Three of Cups, it's like people feel the need to be themselves when they're around you. It's like they need to know who they are. And that's what's attractive about you, is that people want to know who they are when they're around you. Their reaction towards you says a lot about them. And not only to you, but to them as well. Like they may have experienced newfound emotions when it comes to you. And they're in awe of you because they never knew that they can feel that way about someone, or they can feel that way about anything. Like think about someone who can't identify with emotions, and not very much a person who is emotional and knows how to express their feelings or even know what they're feeling. Some people have a hard time identifying how they feel. And it's with you guys that they want to know, with this Ace of Cups, what is this feeling that I feel when I'm around this person? Whether that's, for me, for you guys, I feel like it's this contentment that they've never felt before, that people feel when they're around you, that makes you so attractive. It's the ability to be at ease. I feel like you're attracting people who want to protect you because they know how fragile that energy is, how vulnerable, how rare it is to find someone who can bring out certain emotions within them. And I feel like that's the people you attract, because they want to protect you. They want to protect the energy that you embody because it opens up their mind and their eyes. And it's like they're so protective that they don't want to share you with anyone else, because they just want to know more about themselves when they're with you and more about you as well. But it's like they have this own self-discovery when they meet you, and it makes them want to know more about you. Like they feel like you're a witch, I feel, or how are you doing this? Like they want to know, like, how are you getting them to feel things that they've never felt before? And I feel like that's what makes you so attractive, is that people are able to have emotions when they're around you. They don't feel ashamed about being emotional. They don't feel ashamed about expressing how they feel. They feel comfortable. And that's all you. That's how you make people feel. And that's what makes them attracted to you. So, on that note, we have the Nine of Swords upright as your overall energy. With this, I'm getting vulnerability. You guys are so, I feel, sensitive. And I know sensitivity is a bad word. They make it a bad word. But for me, sensitivity is about the ability to feel emotion on a different level. I'm thinking, think empath. Think about a person who can go around people energies and pick up every single energy in the room. That's you guys. And it makes you vulnerable and it makes you open. And at the same time, when you have that vulnerability, it's attractive. Because, you have that, I don't let anything faze me. But at the same time, you guys can't hide how you feel. So you may put on, the act of, I don't let anything faze me. I could straight face it. But at the same time, when something hurts you deeply, or when something makes you vulnerable, or something makes you very, to where you have to express how you feel, then that's when that human side of you comes out. And I say human side because, as human beings, when you think about it, when we transition from childhood to adulthood, we feel like the idea of being an adult is to be serious and to always be on top of everything and to be taken care of. We have the ability to take care of ourselves more, be our own individual, and it's just like this serious, straight-laced thing. But with you guys, I feel like you can be an adult, but at the same time, there's this quality about you that's so innocent, and in a way that it's a purity about you guys that people adore and they're very attracted to, because they feel that they've never met a human being who can express so much, but yet still be on top of everything. You know what I mean? Like, you guys, they say, I'm on top of it, but you don't look serious all the time. You don't take yourselves too seriously. And people enjoy that. People love that you don't take yourself too seriously, because it's like when you do, you have this ability to have tunnel vision. And you can't see life for what it can be. You only can see it for what you think it should be, what others say that life should be, or people feel like life is harder than what it is. But that's not your perception of life. And people are attracted that isn't your perception. They are attracted to the thought that you see life in a way that's a lot more flowy, I would say. Going with the flow of life and not letting life stop you from being who you are, or not letting life stop you from having experiences or make you feel as if life has to be this trial period of hard times and always struggling and never making it. People don't feel that way when they're around you. People feel like life is actually good when they're around you. And that's your superpower. That you have that ability for yourself. And that's what makes people attracted to you even more, because you're able to cultivate that energy for yourself, and even when you have the ability to share it as well. And I feel like that's what also adds to more of the attraction, because you're not selfish with your energy. You give it to who you feel you want to give it to, and then you keep the rest for yourself. And that's just a beautiful thing when you have that ability to always look at life that way, and no one, you don't have to be around someone to have that. You guys have that within yourself. And I feel like that's what is the overall attractiveness energy, the overall energy of attraction with you guys. That vulnerability, that ability to see life in a way that's going with the flow than always serious. So yes, we're gonna end your reading right there. I feel like that's a great way to end the reading. Not to take yourself too seriously. So I just want to thank you, Power Force, so much for listening to this reading. Hopefully you guys got some messages that resonated with you and found out some things about yourself that you never really considered, or maybe you were aware of but needed the confirmation on. But I feel like it's more of something that you guys wanted to be more aware of your attraction, and how who you are can attract the type of people you want in your life, and the type of situations and experiences that you want to experience as well. But yes, I hope you guys enjoy the reading. Have a great day, night, evening, whenever time you're watching this. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.